SG Reads.
Hello fellow travelers, my name's SG and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a quick review on an independent cartoon that has already gone up to episode 2. I wish I would have covered it back when it was still just episode 1, but it seems like a better time than never to actually do it. And this one would be Punch Punch Forever. I saw it, I really liked the little in-jokes, the little references made. I do really appreciate that it is a series that knows what it is, and that is, it's a joke taken to an extreme point, but still having its own identity and not really being a replica, if you will. So, without further ado, but before we start, I would like to ask all of you, please subscribe, comment, and like down below. I'd really appreciate it. It'd really help me out. And let me know if there's any other independents you want me to check out, or maybe other videos. I'm more than willing to give anything a shot and see what I can do. Thanks for listening, and let's get to it, shall we? The main story takes place around our main protagonist, Gogo Matsuo, who is about the age of 10 to 12. She is taking part in the Infinite Tournament, a tournament that has been taking place for over the 200 years on Death Island, and she is accompanied by her older sister Nono and her mom. They help keep her on track with what she's doing, or at least throw her in the right direction of where to punch. There are several different interesting characters throughout this, but this is a more episodic kind of vibe, more than an actual linear storyline. We do get very interesting characters, and Gogo has to fight many different competitors along the way, consisting of both a baseball team and the daughter of Jason himself from the Friday the 13th movies. This gives a lot of leeway into comedy more than actual action, but the action does have its advantages. We do have our main antagonist, I use in quotation marks, Lord Koro, who is the Demon Lord, or the king of all the demons in this world, because he did win the tournament at one point and made himself known as the strongest being around. And we do get a hint that there is something more between Lord Koro and Gogo's mom, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Overall, the storyline makes sense. It's taking place in a 90s setting, by which I mean a 90s animation, 90s anime, and we do get this idea that it's an analog style kind of thing, where we do get small commercial breaks, kind of giving this idea that it's an actual show, but we all kind of know it's not. All in all, it's pretty good. I do suggest going to go check out the first 2 episodes that have been released. You can find it on Speedaroo's YouTube channel. I'll leave links down in the description and in the comment section. But for now, let's move on to characters. Gogo is of course our main protagonist. She is not the smartest person in the room, but she is tough and has an endurance like no one else. Definitely taking reference from old school Dragon Ball cartoons, along with all the other kinds of Akira Toriyama styles. I'm brought more to Dr. Slump than Goku, the way he shows Ariel. But for the most part, it's a fun character, and you find her endearing at the end of the day. Her mom is definitely one of the stronger characters, you could tell from the way the intro and the story is. And we can tell that she has trained both Gogo and Nono in how to fight. And them being the strongest depicts that she may be stronger. Nono, of course, is the older sister to Gogo. And she, of course, is able to turn into a half demon, half human by appearances, by being able to sneeze. Again, we'll talk about that in references. And she is a fun character overall. You can tell that she is definitely getting more of the troubled teen look, or she's going through a rebellious phase kind of thing. And we do get the idea that she is kind of aware that something's different about her amongst the family. More of that they can't turn into demon creatures themselves. And finally, our last character to talk about, Lord Koro, which unexpectedly, and by unexpectedly, I mean completely expectedly, turned out to be Nono's father from when her mom entered the tournament several years ago. So, we do get this idea that he is supposed to be portrayed as a tough demon king-like character, but we do have this idea that he is a more sensitive, more sensible person than pretty much any demon around there is. Probably makes more sense why he's actually the demon lord in this world. Overall, the animation's actually really good. I do get that they're trying to go with an analog vibe, and the animation style is relying more on the sillier aspects. Reminds me of an OKKO episode more than anything else, but it does give a lot of room to be flexible, and I do mean that quite literally. It adds to this squash and stretch art style that they try to go with, but keeps it energetic and colorful enough to catch the attention of anybody watching. And whether you like it or not, whether you're reading subtitles or even able to find the English dub, again I'll put down in the comment section, it does add a lot to the animation, and there isn't a lot that's taken away using this art style. It's fun, it's bubbly, and overall very pleasing to the eye. The sounding and music is very fun, very catchy. The sound in itself and during the episodes are very out there. They're very squash and stretch. You get this idea that they're not trying to be realistic or sensible. They're trying to be goofy, and it accomplishes that in spades, I like to think. Just listening to it, you can hear almost 20 different sounds within 20 seconds. Even if it's just a walking cycle, you can hear it. It's funny and it's very up there. But even the intro music and outro music do add to this idea that this is an actual series, that this is an actual show that's happening before our eyes, that this was just recorded on a VHS tape. And it does offer a lot to the storyline in matter of catching the attention of the viewer, because I do remember seeing a lot of reaction videos and seeing that people have seen the music and have really been into it overall. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the references, because there are a lot. There are quite a few, but I'm only going to mention a few. Right off the bat, like I said, this is definitely taking off of Akira Toriyama's work, but much more for different parts, I would have to say. Like I said with Gogo, she's much more like Dr. Slump's character Ariel, the main protagonist in that, in the fact that she is dim-witted yet super powerful. And the sister is definitely taking from the Dragon Ball series launch, an underrated character overall, but had the similar ability of turning good and evil through sneezing and the ability to be kind of goofy yet harsh at the same time. But for the most part, we do get this idea that it's also based on Ranma 1/2. The sister's abilities also does mimic that, with the idea that she constantly gets wet to make her sneeze. It's funny and it's out there, but it's a well-placed reference, I like to think. Not so many other references I can announce, unlike the Jason one. That one's kind of a self-told one. He's from the Nightmare on Elm Street series, but he spells himself with a Gieson kind of thing. It's funny and it's copyright free, so I guess it works. There are several others I could point out we can see, but I'd like to hear from you guys. Did you notice any references I missed? Let it down in the comment section now. I'd really like to hear it, yeah? So, all in all, I would give it about 8 out of 10 for the most part. I do think that there is a lot of stuff that needs working out, but I can appreciate that this is a series that knows what it's about. That this is more of a meme of a kind of an homage to the 90s era of goofy anime. Like I said, Dr. Slump, Ranma 1/2, stuff like that. And I do admire that they do go full in with the animation, doing little things that seem cliche, but at the same time giving a new twist. As I've said before, it gives me this feeling of an OKKO series, while at the same time having its adult humor and jokes along the way. I can't wait to see more. It is definitely going to be interesting. Like I said, I do suggest go support the original channel on Speedaroo's YouTube channel. Or maybe if you are one of the people that prefer dub over sub, there is also a version of that out there. I might put it down in the description and comments below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and come back next time for another review. I might be back this weekend for a quick video. And yeah, see you guys next time. Have a great one.